So I started water skiing when I was 3 years old. I don't even remember exactly. I have some faint memories of those early days, but it was a family pastime. My grandfather loved it. He taught his children, including my mom. I was the first grandchild that came along and just kind of walked right into it, so to speak. And when I was about 8 years old, we discovered competitions. I started doing some here in Virginia and was doing pretty well with that. And then by the time I was 9, I started competing on the national level, and we got a little more plugged into the water ski community each year, and that was a process that spurred itself along. Took me to Clemson University for college, where I skied on the ski team, and then facing the prospect of the real world, I came to a fork in the road between going down a secure career path and deciding to strike out and try to make a go of it on the pro ski tour. And it was a bold move at the time. I wasn't really at the pro level entirely, but I put all my eggs in that basket, and with a lot of hard work, it's turned into an amazing ride. If there's one thing that I'm known for, it's for taking big hits from the rope, from the boat. I guess I'm known for my grit. I don't let go of anything. I ski with a lot of heart and determination. So the 2024 season, last season, actually was my best so far. It included my first pro tour victory in England. It included my first national championship out in California. It also included running a complete pass at the 41 off rope length, which is ski jargon, but it's something that only 14 people in the world have ever done. I was the 9th to ever do it, and I finished the season 3rd on the world rankings list. So it was a great year. It's given me a lot of good momentum into 2025. We've had one tournament so far, and I managed to take 2nd place in that one. So things look bright for what's coming up, and I ship out in just a few days for a couple of tournaments in Monaco and Morocco, so we'll see how those go. It all started as a college student. I was offered the opportunity by the Whitlock family to come coach their kids on their private lake over here in Bumpass, and that was a dream come true. I was again facing the prospect of internships and buttoning up a shirt and tie and going into an office, and then when the opportunity came to spend the summers in a bathing suit coaching water skiing, it was one that I could not pass up. And so that went on through the time that I graduated, and here I was kind of landing in my feet out of college. And it was actually a suggestion by John Whitlock to start the ski school there in Bumpass at his private lake. He told me to develop a business plan and bring it to him, and so we officially started the ski school in 2010, and here we are in our 16th season. Water skiing is obviously a niche sport. You don't see it on ESPN or on the network channels alongside baseball, football, basketball, and the like. However, it is on the rise at the moment. We've kind of been through I'd say, slump over the last decade. It was kind of in its heights during the 80s when I was a kid watching the Pro Tour in the 80s and 90s, and it kind of backslid, but for once now we have some stronger organization. We have a great media company that is bringing the event to people's households in a way that makes it a lot more enjoyable to watch, and then that's starting to lead to more interest in sponsorship and hosting pro events, and then it also provides something for the spectators to get excited about. So I see right now some positive momentum. Where it will go in the next 5 years, I think is a very open question, but it's great to feel the potential being there in a way that 5 years ago I don't think anyone did, and so I would like to be a part of that, and having a ski school, kind of being grassroots on the ground with people in the local community and surrounding states is a great way to grow the sport. Yeah, so I believe this year will be our 7th installment of this annual fun tournament. We're calling it the Bumpass Buoyfest, and we're trying to grow the event each and every year, making it really an entry point into tournament water skiing, trying to bring the pressure down and bring the level of fun up so that folks who maybe wouldn't typically enter a tournament for the nerves or not being sure if they belong there feel like this is a place that they can get out there, bring their family, show their family a fun day, get out there on the water without risking embarrassment. We have 5 prize categories, and those are smoothest pass, scrappiest pass, best performance, which is relative to the skier, so anyone can win, best dressed, which is a costume contest, and best crash. So as you can imagine, almost anyone can win these prize categories. You don't have to be a super high level skier, and that's just one of the ways that we're trying to make this feel very inclusive, and again, adding fun on land with having live music, having a bounce house, having our cooling pond come out and serve drinks, and a food truck, just trying to make a nice festival atmosphere so that families and friends all feel like they can come along and just enjoy a beautiful day outside by the water. The event will be in Bumpass, right off of Buckner Road, 3654 Buckner Road. That's where the ski school is. We operate Monday through Friday, 8 to 8 typically, and this event will be Saturday, June the 21st. For the public, we kind of recommend showing up between 11 and noon. That'll kind of be, the event will already be running, but we'll be getting into some of the more exciting parts of the day. And the food service will be up and going, the beverage service will be up and starting at that time. And we'll conclude somewhere between 5 and 6 p.m. But in that window of time, you'll see a lot of skiers going out there in costume. You'll see all of the elite skiers, professional skiers, including myself, take to the water. And also, of course, the band, the bounce house, and all the fun. Well, when I think about receiving advice, I always think about my grandfather. He was the real father figure in my life, and we journeyed side by side through most of my life together up until his passing. And he was, you know, someone I confided in when I was trying to make this decision about a secure career path or becoming a pro skier. And that turned out to be probably the biggest decision in my life. And in talking to him, he said, you know what, Cor, life is short, and if you don't follow your heart and follow your dreams now, you may always wonder what would have happened. So I've tried to live by that. It's turned out to be something, doesn't come without work, but I try to live up to that to this day, to keep putting myself forward in a way that allows me to live out this dream. And I love it when I see other people following that calling in their heart to strike out and do what they really believe in. So the best advice I've ever gotten is life's too short to not do what you really believe is important.